Hello, today I'm trying a wine from probably one of France's most famous winemakers. This is a Saint-Aubin Premier Cru, Les Perrières 2014 from Domaine de Villaine. And the winemaker in question is Aubert de Villaine, who for most of the last 50 years has been the director of Domaine de La Romanée-Conti, the fabulously expensive and almost legendary producer of Burgundies in Vin Romney. Aubert resigned that position earlier this year in 2022, but as I say, has been doing that for about 5 decades now. But this is his personal property. The actual estate is based in Bouzeron, down in the Côte Chalonnaise, to the south of the Côte d'Or. And from there they make a range of wines, including Aligoté, Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. Saint-Aubin itself is actually on the Côte d'Or. It's slightly behind Poligny and Chassagne, and this particular vineyard, Les Perrières, Perrières is a pretty common name for a Premier Cru throughout Burgundy. Les Perrières refers to the stones in the vineyard soil, and this vineyard is just to the north of the town itself on the hillside there. There are 2 parts to Saint-Aubin. There's the hillside by the town itself, and then there's another part that is sort of just an extension of the back of the Montrachet hill there. So the domain has been farmed entirely organically since 1986, and they believe in keeping yields low. They don't believe in using a lot of new oak, so this was fermented and aged in a collection of large oak casks, vats, and a certain amount of small cooperage. Very traditional winemaking style used here. So 100% Chardonnay. Let's have a look at it. Firstly, the colour. The wine is a medium to pale yellow with greenish hints. Swelling it, the aromas are relatively restrained. There's a real combination of sort of delicate, slightly green-edged fruit with a bit of a citric cut there, but also there are notes of creamy lees. There's a sort of a mealy note, almost like the classic description for a Merceau. So there's plenty going on in there without it necessarily being a huge wine. Now let's have a taste. There's nice acidity. It's not quite as sharp as, say, a Chablis might be. There's a medium weight, and that weight is sort of rounded out by a combination of the creamy notes of the lees, creamy, maybe a touch of butterscotch, and the wine's label says it has an alcohol of 13.5%. What it means is that there's a freshness to the finish. There's a lovely crisp acidity at the end there, maybe slightly green apple note to that as well, and then there's a nice length, and on that sort of long crisp finish you have that sort of creaminess coming through, the mealy notes again. Really, this is a nicely balanced, elegant Burgundy. There's no element that stands out too much. The flavours aren't huge, but they're relatively concentrated and intense, and the wine is persistent. Yeah, really interesting example of Saint-Aubin, Les Perrières from Domaine de Villaine. Thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting. Bye now.